What a go on, people. That's on my early morning ride heading to work. Just wanted to do a little video, ask a little question. So, I had a conversation with a friend of mine. Now, I've always said this: good women end up with no shit dude. Good dudes end up with no shit females. And I believe that because I've seen it, what I've been across, what I came across in my life. And I don't know if it's a universe or whatever it is, but I really do believe that good women end up with no shit dude. And good dudes end up with no shit woman. It's just one of those things. But when it comes to relationships and all of that, the question is that we were talking about was, do you have to lower your standards? Do you have to lower your expectation when going in a relationship to find somebody good? Does that make sense? In all aspects, I do believe that when it comes to relationships,
caution, toll booth.
Sorry, on the highway, we all have our expectation. But sometimes I think that we do need to be willing to adjust. Everything is not perfect. I can say, and when my friend said that to me, I know how I am when it comes to relationship, what I will accept, what I will not accept. And there's a lot of things that I'm not going to accept no matter what. I'd rather be alone. But at the end of the day, it made me think that we all got faults. We all got things that we don't like. None of us is perfect. But is it okay for you to take a look at yourself and say, you know what? Maybe I'm a little bit too hard about this. Maybe I got too strong of a feeling about this and it's not that serious. So I might find someone that they show me that and I'm like, nope, can't do it. I'm a run. I'm out of here. But is it that big of a deal? And at the end of the day, man or woman, we all get stuck in our ways. We all got our faults. And I think when it comes to relationship, we all have to bend. I look at relationships like this. You got a radio from America, but you got a socket from England. What do you do to make it work if you want to listen to that radio? You have to convert. You have to buy a converter so that a radio will be able to plug in to the England socket. It's different. And I think that when it comes down to it, that's something that we all have to look at. I'm not saying settle for less than what you deserve, because I don't give a damn how fine you is, how many dudes chasing after you, whether you think you're a 10 or not. I will never settle for less than what I deserve. But at the end of the day, I do feel like there are certain things that I'm stuck in my ways about that I can let go and understand the world does not revolve around me. It's okay for me to have my standard. It's okay for me to have my views on how I look at things. But it does not necessarily mean that everybody have to cater to me. Just like I think that I don't need to cater to everybody. So it just made me think that, yeah, maybe I need to take another look at myself, because a lot of times we can say that this person is this person is that. But at the end of the day, I do understand that I could be the problem, because I'm making a big deal out of something that's not that serious. I told myself it's that serious to me, but it's not that serious. And it doesn't mean that I need to settle. It just means that I'm willing to compromise. And that's what I got from that conversation with my friend, because I know this person as a good person, deserves somebody good. But when I heard them say that maybe they have to be willing to bend a little bit. They're stuck in their ways, and this is the way they feel about it. But maybe they need to bend a little bit to get what they want, because you're never going to get everything that's perfect. Everything is not going to be perfect, no matter what you think or feel. So that got me thinking, like, I know I am, and I'm strong in my belief and what I think when it comes to a relationship. But just to hear them say that, and I know this person, and I know how good of a person this person is. So just to say, never, ever, I'm not telling anybody, never, ever, 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 ever in your life settle for less than what you deserve and think that you have to accept what somebody else has given you. Nah, screw that. Me personally, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be lonely. I'd rather not have nobody. But also take a look at the things that you prioritize, that you think that they're the biggest deal in the world, and decide, because you come across someone that you see this and you never like that, is it that big of a deal that this might be the person that's for you? Real deal. And no, this is not a joint, it's a beady, Indian cigarette. But anyway, we all have to analyze and take a look in the mirror sometime and decide, are we just stuck in our own ways? Are we passing by somebody that's for us? Because you can have someone that check all the box, but this one thing that you've been stuck in your ways with for all these years, that you say, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't never going to take that. And then you gave up somebody that's good, that's perfect for you. But because you're stuck in your own ways, you're not willing to bend. And that's something that I took a look at and realized that as much as I may have my ideas and my fault, and I may say things about other people, I have my own fault too. And somebody else might look at what I say and say, that's a fault, and they're like, hell no. Nope, not going to deal with it, just like I do. So I just want to say, guys, take a look at yourself. The things that you're worrying about so much might not be as big a deal as you think it is. You don't have to compromise yourself. You don't have to be somebody else for somebody, because that's who they want. But just understand, we all got our faults. We all are stuck in our ways. And that's something I had to look at. So, guys, I just wanted to drop this little video Because, like I said, it was a conversation I had with a friend of mine, and I think this person is a really good person. They word carry weight with me. But when I heard them say that maybe they need to take a look at themselves and realize that, yes, the world doesn't revolve around you. You don't have to give up your morals. You don't have to give up everything. You don't have to change everything just to be with someone. But them being able to reflect and say, hey, you know what? I made a big deal out of this and make this so important, but maybe it's not as important as I thought it was. And maybe I need to take a look at myself and realize that I'm never going to be able to please everybody, and everybody is never going to be able to please me. But there are certain things that I should be willing to compromise about to get what I want. And that made me look at my own self, because when it comes to relationships, I'm not going to lie, I'm very, very hard, and I'd rather be by myself. But certain things I looked at made me realize that I have to compromise, because none of us is perfect. I have to be willing to look at certain things and say, it's not that serious. It's not that important that I'm willing to give up somebody for me, somebody that's good for me, just because I'm stuck in my own way. And we all get that way. We get stuck in our own ways. And whatever we feel and think, that's law. So no matter what, we'll cut everything else off. We won't try to hear another point of view. We won't try to understand where somebody else is coming from. But just wanted to drop, guys, comment, share, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. But if you got an opinion, let me know. Let me know, guys. What do you think? But that's just my thought. Sometimes we have to be willing to understand that just because we feel something, it doesn't mean we're right. Just because we feel something for ourselves doesn't make it right. Doesn't mean that the other person's opinion is wrong. We could have the fault. And sometimes, to get what you want, we all have to bend a little bit. We all have to realize that it's not that important. We're making it out to be a big deal, but it's not that important. Because you can give up something that's good for you just by one simple little thing, because you're stuck in your own way. Like, share, subscribe. Stop no capping. We ain't doing none of that right here, guys. Let me know what you think. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button.
And if I offended you, I am going to remind you in advance that I am very sorry and I apologize for the inconvenience of me not keeping up.